organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up tonight on Daily Iowan TV, breaking down barriers. Find out which UI program is improving relationships between domestic and international students.
And the Iowa City Public Library is doing something special to welcome the new building to the downtown area.
In sports, we hear from some of the football players on how they reacted when the kick was good.
And the faith they had in their kicker.
We've got all that and more coming up next.
You're watching Daily Iowan TV.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Andrew Roberts.
And I'm Katie Sextro.
We begin tonight with news from the 2016 presidential race. Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker announced he is no longer running for president in a press conference Monday. Stay with Daily Iowan TV as the story develops.
What comes to mind when you think of the library? Probably books. Well, what about music? For the next 9 months, the Iowa City Public Library will be hosting an event series called Music is the Word. The series serves as a welcome to the University of Iowa's School of Music to the downtown area. A family-friendly musical event is just the start of the many events to come. Other events will range from author readings and story times to sing-alongs and family concerts.
This way we're able to bridge that gap between kind of the academic idea of music with the fun entertainment side.
The library is looking forward to collaborating with the School of Music and bridging the gap between students and the community. Be sure to check the library's website for other exciting Music is the Word events.
An Iowa company might be the first in the nation to develop a bird flu vaccine. The U.S. Department of Agriculture has awarded an Ames-based company the first license to develop the bird flu vaccine. Harris Vaccines will test the effectiveness of the vaccine. They are on standby for approval by the USDA to begin manufacturing the vaccine. The company's vice president said that testing shows a single dose is 95% effective on adult hens and 93% in day-old chicks.
A survey released Monday showed that 1 in 4 female undergraduates say they have been a victim of sexual misconduct. The Association of American Universities surveyed nearly 150,000 women on 27 different college campuses. A little over 26% of women surveyed reported being sexually assaulted in some way. The risk was highest for freshman women. An extremely high percentage of individuals said they had a good experience working with school officials when they did decide to report their assault.
Former Florida Governor Jeb Bush will make his way through Cedar Rapids tomorrow. After finishing up a meet and greet in Cedar Falls, he will stop at the Cedar Rapids Country Club where he will speak at a luncheon. Tuesday night, Bush will make an appearance at a fundraiser for Representative Ken Reiser.
Iowa City software company Meta Communications has brought in an $8 million investment from 2 state groups. The company plans on using the investment to hire an additional 25 employees, most of which will be based in Iowa City. Their investment came from the Next Level Ventures of Des Moines, as well as St. Martin Land Company of Cedar Rapids.
A new postgraduate certificate could allow you to teach English while abroad. The certificate in teaching English as a foreign language can be completed online after graduating with a BA in English from the University of Iowa. The program requires 4 courses and is offered by the College of Education. Well, Nikki, it's definitely starting to feel like fall out there.
The temperatures are definitely cooling down.
And you know, the first official day of autumn is this Wednesday, but the leaves still look pretty green to me.
Well, Katie, that's because we're still seeing quite a bit of sunshine. Leaves change color when decreasing sunlight causes the leaves to lose chlorophyll. Less chlorophyll leads to those beautiful orange and yellow colors we all love. Looking at tomorrow's weather, tomorrow morning we'll see temperatures in the upper 50s and partly cloudy skies. The afternoon will warm up quite a bit to the mid-70s and we'll see some more sunshine. Tomorrow evening will cool down to the upper 60s. Looking at the rest of the week, we'll see lots of 80-degree weather, but clouds in the sky. Lows for the week will range in the upper 50s. This weekend is looking to be a great one with sunshine and temps in the upper 70s. Hopefully the Hawks can make it a 4-0 with weather like that. That's all I have in the weather studio. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Nikki. Just days before China's President Xi Jinping visits the U.S., UI students gathered for an event on Friday that aims to foster stronger ties between U.S. and international students, in particular, Chinese students. At a moment when tensions are high between both nations, organizers and attendees said there is a lot that can be gained from a friendship. Reporter Brent Griffiths has the story.
Any experience that gets you to understand another person on a human level, just on the individual level, changes your perspective about that culture forever.
Blair is working with business students to organize the International Buddies program at Tippy, which is now in its 4th semester. Over 200 students are signed up for this year, and many of them went Friday for food, photos, and hopefully the start of a few friendships. Business students Anthony Yang and Jintao He said the programs offer a perfect opportunity to learn more about each other's culture. Although the U.S. and China may be competitors, He sees it differently when it comes to experiences like the program.
The Chinese and United States are competing all the time. It's true, countries are competing, but citizens are not.
Ken Brown, an associate dean for the business undergraduate program, regaled those who came with memories from his countless trips to China. He points to issues over the South China Sea and cybersecurity as reasons for tension, but hopes personal connections will help overcome any struggles.
Relationships between the people and the exchanges that go on across all levels of society will mean that these sort of diplomatic tensions will eventually subside and go away.
As one student put it, the key is in communication.
We need to communicate with each other more to just keep a very good relationships. And it's very good for our future and for the people's.
Reporting from the Tippy College of Business, Brent Griffiths, Daily Iowan TV.
An Iowa City man has been accused of leaving his 4-month-old daughter inside a hot car earlier this month. Coralville officers were called to the Target parking lot on September 4th after a witness had removed the child from the car. That evening, the temperature was 82 degrees and the infant was left strapped in her car seat for around 40 minutes. 43-year-old Ahmed Jeddah had come out of Target when he noticed the ambulance outside. He claimed he thought his wife was watching the baby. Jeddah was arrested and is facing 1 count of child endangerment, which is punishable by up to 2 years in prison.
For the first time ever, the roar of the crowd at Kinnick Stadium will not be for quarterbacks and kickers, but for lead singers and guitars. During the game this past Saturday, former Hawkeye and Indianapolis Colts player Dallas Clark announced in a video that the stadium will have a concert in 2016. Kinnick has never hosted a concert before. The guest is still a mystery, but Clark said it will be a well-known star. According to the news release, another announcement and more details about the mystery concert will be announced at Iowa's next game against North Texas.
Well, that's another reason to look forward to this weekend's game. But for now, let's toss it over to Alec Giannakopoulos and Katie Reber, who will tell us what's going on in sports this week.
Yeah, thanks, guys. The excitement around Iowa football can still be felt throughout campus.
Marshall Kane's right leg is something else, and what a game that was. Our very own sports reporter was there front row as Marshall Kane had the walk-off kick.
In the 4th quarter, with 52 seconds left, quarterback C.J. Beathard gets the ball back in his hands and marches it downfield to the 39-yard line. With 2 seconds left to spare, Marshall Kane comes in and saves the day. This game came full circle for the kicker Marshall Kane as he got the first points on the board and the last.
Never hit a game winner before. It's my first.
In a situation like that, you could feel the nerves in Kinnick Stadium, but the players knew Marshall had it under control.
We knew Marshall had the power for that.
I knew Marshall was going to make it. I didn't even look at the kick. I just right when I stepped, I turned around, I'm like, all right, it's good. I know Marshall. I trust him. It's like one of my really good friends. So, I mean, I know his ability of kicking, so I knew he'd do it.
He's got a leg to boot it from anywhere. We knew that if we got him close, that he would get a home for us.
It looked like a Rob Houtland moment, quite frankly, out there when he looked over at our bench. It looked like he was pretty confident.
I felt confident. We. As a field goal unit, we've been pretty solid, and I guess I was just hoping for a chance, and they gave me one, and it was a good snap, a good hold, and kick went through. So
when Pitt made the decision to ice the first kick, he took advantage of it.
I think on the first one he let off. I think he heard the whistle and he let off. He didn't want to hurt himself, I guess.
He had a practice shot, and I think he knew what was going on there, so he didn't put it all into it. And
the first one, I heard him blow the whistle pretty early, and I just wanted to get a practice kick in, and that's what we plan on doing going into it. So
I got everything into that second kick. We just went over it in the sideline. You know, Dylan was like, if they're icy, let's kick it. Let's just get one under our belt. So that's what we did.
First one was a little practice run. They called timeout, you know, and he knew he had to get more into it, and he did.
And with this kind of win, it set Kinnick Stadium up for a Hawkeye celebration to remember.
Once I heard the crowd going crazy, I knew it was in.
I was running around the field. It was a good experience.
I was just running around. I was trying to find Marshall, but he ran away from all of us, knowing he'd get gang tackled. I think we eventually got him, but I mean, it was just chaos. It was.
I don't know. I ran around all the Kinnick,
I don't think anybody knows where they ended up.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to trample Marshall because I know he's like smaller, so I wasn't trying to like kill him. So
it's something that again we're never gonna forget. So
I think we can all agree that the kicking game has come a long way. Reporting inside Kinnick Stadium, this is Laura Belanda with Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Marshall Kane has been named the Big Ten Conference Special Teams Player of the Week after his performance in the Hawkeye win 27-24 over Pittsburgh under the lights.
This is the first Big Ten honor for the senior. He is the first Hawkeye to receive this honor on special teams since Mike Meyer, who was recognized following a 19-16 double overtime win at Michigan State in 2012.
Kane delivered the winning boot as he sent the ball flying 57 yards for the Hawkeyes to cruise to their third straight victory.
That kick also ties Lee Pister's 39-year-old record for the longest field goal in Kinnick Stadium history and ranks second in longest field goals of all times for a Hawkeye.
Kane and the Hawkeyes are back at Kinnick this Saturday to take on North Texas. Kickoff is set for 2:30.
The Iowa women's volleyball team had another successful tournament this past weekend, giving them a season record of 10-3. Volleyball reporter Hannah Thompson gives us a recap of the game.
The Hawkeyes came into another home tournament, the Holiday Inn Hawkeye Challenge, ready to take it by storm. And like Coach Bon Szymanski says, it's clear to see they're not rebuilding the team anymore. Starting off the night against Coastal Carolina, Iowa came out quick in the first set with 17 kills from the tough front row. Though they had a good start, Coastal kept up and fought hard, making a late run in the rally. But Iowa cinched the set in the end, 25-23. Set number 2 made the Hawks have to fight a bit as they were down 14-15 in the middle of the set. Freshman Molly Kelly brought back the momentum, though, serving up their comeback run that led to their victory, 25-19. The third set started off again in Iowa's favor, making it difficult for Coastal Carolina to bring back up their score. While they tried to fight back, the fiery combination of setter Loxley Kayala and hitter Lauren Brobst was too much to handle, as they dished out 14 assists and 6 kills respectively. The Hawkeyes finished the third with a winning score of 25-22, thus making the match 3-0, putting them in a good position for the rest of the Hawkeye Challenge. From Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hannah Thompson, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
After their win against Coastal, Iowa went on to beat Drake on Saturday to be crowned the champions of their Holiday Inn Hawkeye Challenge and take their 8th consecutive win. That made it the longest Iowa winning streak since 2006. They take on Nebraska here at Carver Hawkeye Wednesday to start Big Ten Conference play.
That's all for tonight. Tomorrow we hear from the head man himself and get his reaction to the Hawkeyes' 3rd win of the year as the team looks ahead to next week.
We also will check in with Iowa field hockey, who had a busy weekend in the Big Ten.
Before we leave you tonight, Burger King is getting into the Halloween spirit in an interesting way.
That's right, Katie. For a limited time, the fast food chain will be selling Whoppers with black buns. The HA1 Halloween burger is an original Whopper with the A1 steak sauce in between a black bun.
This burger has been sold in Japan, but this will be the first time it comes to the U.S.
That's all we have for you tonight on Daily Iowan TV.
If you see news, feel free to tweet us at @DITV News.
Thanks for watching. From us to you.
Go Hawks, and good night.
Are you worried about how you're going to find out about the latest news in Iowa City and the University of Iowa? Well, look no further. You can download the Daily Iowan mobile app on your iPhone for the area's best news coverage. And you can also read and watch us on your iPad. You can always find current and past Daily Iowan stories at dailyiowan.com. The Daily Iowan is now on TV, online, and in your pocket.